happiness, said Osman House, is when you understand that you have money. That you understand you met a woman and you fell in love with her, and then you understand that she's rich. We appreciate the joke because we know that money is somehow connected with happiness. But nevertheless, we understand that money is not the main idea. Yet study after study shows that money fails to buy happiness. Incomes have increased massively, but contentment levels have barely shifted. Study even showed that money somehow causes different diseases, maybe in general some afflictions, and very often people addicted to money. This report is somehow controversial report, roses from this house where money cost, from the bank cost. And this one of the investors, he wrote his book, and he titled it Unhappy That's Rich. He wrote about happiness, and also he has one general rule. And of course, dear guests, never adequate it with money. Once you're earning 35,000 euros and upwards, he ventures, and your basic needs for food, shelter, and clothing are covered. Happiness has nothing to do with money. And by the time you reach Bill Gates' level of richness, of course, you should spend money on experiences, because you can buy Rolls Royce or maybe a rich car, but it will not bring you happiness. Once there was an island where the feelings lived. Once it was announced that the island is going to sink, and the feelings prepared to live. And the love started to find whom to leave this island with. And she went to richness. Richness, can you take me when you're going? And the richness said, sorry, but there are too many golds and silvers are here. And then love came to sadness and said, sadness, can you take me? And sadness said, sorry, but I want to be alone. And then love came to happiness and said, happiness, can you take me with me? Can you take me? And happiness said, oh, sorry, I don't need you. And that time came and said, I'll take you with me. And love was so overjoyed and blessed. And love said, why? Why are you taking me with you on your boat? And time said, because only time is capable to understand how great love is. So dear friends and dear Toastmasters and honored judges, we know a lot of examples. For example, one has to look at the solid face of the Victoria Beckham. It appears to prove the point that happiness has nothing general with money. Victoria Beckham can buy her husband 55,000 Rolls Royce, but that wouldn't bring them happiness. I don't know, maybe one famous mathematician has such formula of happiness and somehow how it's connected to time and money. Everybody know that woman, to have the woman of your dreams, you need time and money. But also we know that time in general is money. Therefore, woman is money squared. Also, money, oh dear God, money is the root of all problems. Therefore, what do we get? Money is the problem. So we see that woman is the problem. So also, we know that no man is rich enough to buy back his past. One time, a preacher went to the church, and he was praying to God. He said, God, how long is 10 million years to you? And the God replied, just a second. The next day, the preacher went again to the church. He asked, God, how much is $10 million to you? And the God replied, just a penny. And finally, next day, the preacher went and he said, God, can I have one of these pennies? And the God replied, just a second. So we see that money, we can buy a lot of things, because the reality that we should embrace, that money is the means of buying the services that we need. But money, it can buy a house, but not a home. It can buy a clock, but not the time. It can buy a book, but not the knowledge. It can buy you one night stand, but not love.